When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. The Cornhuskers will put total leather to crank us up. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. So Minnesota's offense takes the field. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Rides the back on the option to give. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Golden Gophers want to crank the tempo. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Unloads to the right. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So Nebraska's offense will get the ball for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
On the move at the 30. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The children of the Corn love having an athlete at quarterback. They've had a ton of them, from Scott Frost to Turner Gill. A lot of guys who can make plays both with their arm and with their feet.
And it's just so annoying having a quarterback that has that kind of speed. That's running back speed. I mean, just the ability to fake it one way, go the other way. It's just an absolute pain in everybody's butt that they play.
Dropping back, it's Morrison. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On fourth down, going to the air. He's got it, first down and more. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's take a minute just to think about Minnesota. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's got an open man. He's loose down the left side. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. The extra point here would tie the game. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man on the right. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll run it from the gun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll keep it on the sneak. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. The Minnesota offense is headed back field. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Harvin.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Blasted as he lets it go. Lost the defense is wide open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota!
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Floyd. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring. It's a seam wide open. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory, now 1st and 10 from their own 45. He'll do it himself. Got the first down and more. Open space at the 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Nebraska.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Virginia. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. The Golden Gophers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Rush is on him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Caught over the middle. It's Harvin. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. To the air, it's Morrison. Caught in the backfield, it's Woodside. Spins away from the defender. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Huskers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They want to throw it. He's got him in the flat. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to sneak it. Gets it past the first down marker and still running.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Makes the grab. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the air, it's Morrison. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Offside.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Finding open areas. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Golden Gophers want to pick up the tempo. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. And the Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Off the play fake. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. The Cornhuskers are on the move. Looking for a man. It's Morrison. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there. Nye just inches away from the touchdown. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. Sneaks it into the end zone.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
The Golden Gophers in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Fires to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. And the Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. The Golden Gophers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Still sitting at their own 20 after that last one. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Morrison. Now adjusting. He'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Gets it out quickly. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense set on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Sweet cut there. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Got his man quickly. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
It'll be a 1st down, spotted at the 12-yard line, and they can still stop the clock. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Golden Gophers will boot it away to start the 2nd half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Morrison. Flips it out to the back. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Floats it out in space. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. The sweet feet buy a little time. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cornhuskers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. That's the last thing this defense needed, a penalty to keep the drive moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Woodside. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29. The Huskers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Caught near the sticks. It's Woodside. Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating.
Touchdown, Huskers! A great catch and run for 6. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. The Golden Gophers headed quickly to the line. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum.
Scores on a sneak.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Off the play fake on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Plows through the defense. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Slithers into space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the Golden Gophers in a good spot here with second and short. To the ground with the back. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. It'll be third and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Working the middle. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Golden Gophers are on the move. They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So now it's second and long. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Nix. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they wide open wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Trying to beat him to the left. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
Breaks into the open. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Here's a heat. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cornhuskers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. The option look. Gives it on the option. Inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 19 on the big run.
Really good job by this offense, understanding where the sticks are. It's third down and short. The QB makes the pitch, good, accurate pitch, and then he does the rest. Gets north-south and gets the first down.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskers are threatening on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. If these guys wanted to make a statement, the statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. No, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Virginia. Any big changes in this ACC clash? We've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. There he goes. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Pressure coming. Pulls it in, it's hooked. Ran through the tackle and he's got room to run. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. And the Golden Gophers are rolling down the field. Off play action. Buys a little time with his feet. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got it in the middle. It's Harvin. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's hooked. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Harvin. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pocket breaking down. Got out of trouble and throws. The sure hands, it's Little. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Huskers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Gets it out fast. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials turning it on. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Cornhuskers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the air on 1st down. Steps away. He's going to run it. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Conway. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24. The Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Conway. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. He's got him. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man, and these wide receivers are dangerous.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and goal. Sends it back in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week, you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
He finds a soft spot in the middle. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Give to the back. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Nix. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on 1st down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, he's got some space. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the... We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Quarterback on the keeper. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. And the Golden Gophers come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Got some room, headed to the goal line.
And now you just completely flipped how I play defense. I'm not really worried about the quarterback running the football. I'm like, okay, he's number 3 or 4 on my list of who I think can beat me. But now he does that. Now it puts it in the back of my mind. I got to think about it. I got to stay home. I got to stay distant.
And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible.